Hey buddy, my name is John Fisher. Welcome to investorlead.com. Oil leads. Oil investors. 32 years. This industry started with oil. And that's all we saw was oil and gas leads. And now Brandon comes in, and there'll be no new leases, and there'll be no new oil, and there'll be no. And then look what's happened to this country since then. And it's hurt my business dramatically. Put 80% of my oil and gas guys out of business. And if you think I'm pissed, yeah, I'm pissed. I'm not happy at all. $6 gas is ridiculous. That guy is an idiot. And I got to tell you something, man. I am so ashamed of this country right now. Not because of the Patriots, and not because, this is amazing. In my lifetime, you know what? I lived in Havana, Cuba, and I watched the revolution. I saw socialism in effect, and we fled the country. They took everything from us. And we almost didn't make it out of Cuba. So don't ever talk to me about socialism. And yes, I could tell what's going on in this country, and I could tell who these guys are. But let's not talk politics right now. You can engage me in politics after hours. 561-239-0364. And we can have some fun together. Especially the liberals. Let me trigger you. Because you know what? He's not going to win any arguments with me because I got all the facts down pat. And I've been there. I've seen it. And you got to be an idiot to really believe anything coming out of those people's mouths. Anyway, how did I get here? What are we talking about? Oil investors. Yeah, I got triggered all right. We sold 50 cents a piece. These are people that have been vetted by a oil and gas guy. He made sure that the guy was making $200,000 a year for the last 2 years, $1 million net worth, not including his home. Experience in managing his personal portfolio, $25,000 to $50,000 in risk capital. And they mailed the guy a private placement memorandum. It doesn't get better than that. You may have a room with a bunch of clowns that don't know what they're doing, but for the most part, and the actual model of salesleads.tv, back in the old days, 20% of the brokers wrote 80% of the business. That means 80% of the brokers prospected and possibly qualified correctly, but couldn't close their zippers. So there's a lot of paper out there that was never closed by the right guy. And I've made a huge living in the last 32 years selling that. You may say to yourself, and I can tell right away that you don't know what you're talking about, why would I buy someone's NG paper? And right away I know what's going on. Or send me a sample of 50 or 100. If I like them, I'll buy them. Right away I know what I got, Or, I called 50 of these, and I didn't get any action whatsoever. This lead sucks. I know exactly who you are. And that's not old school. Old school, we were dialing machines. We knew we had to dial. And, we didn't talk about the pubic hairs that hit the drain. We just dialed. Just dial. It was a numbers game. If you had a bad day, the next day you'd be a better day. But you knew one thing. If you busted your butt every day and if you dialed a lot of numbers, back in those days, 200 minimum a day, you guys would have a heart attack today dialing 200 numbers a day. And we hit our numbers. We always hit our numbers. So it's a numbers game. And the new closer doesn't know what the hell he's doing. It's a bad scenario. But you know what? My guys know what they're doing, and only the strong survive. And maybe 20% of my guys are still left after this craziness with Biden and his war on the oil and gas industry. We've got them. We've got client lists. We've got all kinds of really, really strong prospect sheets. If you have any information, if you want any information, call me. 561-239-0364. Salesleads.tv is the mothership. That's the main company. Our leads are 50 cents a piece, 2,000 minimum, $1,000, and any disconnect, wrong numbers will replace for you 2 for 1. I'm an interesting guy to talk about. I have a lot of experience. I have a lot of integrity, and I got to tell you honestly, with who's left in my business right now, there's not many people that can touch me, and I'll take good care of you. Again, any questions? 561-239-0364. Investor Lead, not to be confused with investorleads.com. They sell cheapy, model information, caca. Have a beautiful day and God bless.